Have you ever torn your ACL? At the beginning of my junior year of high school, which was about a year ago, I am now a senior, I tore my ACL playing soccer. Many people do not understand what an ACL is, the extent of an ACL injury, and the recovery process that comes with it. Your ACL is your anterior cruciate ligament, and it is basically the ligament right in between your thigh bone and your shin bone. So if this arm is my thigh bone and this arm is my shin bone and my knuckles are my kneecap, it keeps your knee from shifting like this. So my personal experience when I tore my ACL was very unexpected. It was a Sunday, it was August 31st, and I was playing at Tuma Soccer Complex, which was about 5 minutes away from my house. And it was about 30 minutes into the game, and I went to turn to trap the ball, and I ended up, basically my leg shifted like this, and I ended up tearing my ACL, and I heard a pop, so I kind of knew what happened and the situation and what was to come right then and there. But I ended up having to go to the doctors about 2 days later to actually find out the news. I got an MRI, and then the doctor ended up calling my mom, telling me that I did tear my ACL. So how I got that all figured out was I had surgery. Some people do not have surgery. For instance, my aunt actually tore her ACL skiing, and she did not have surgery because you technically can do life without an ACL. But as athletes, you definitely need a new one. I do plan on playing soccer in college and all that fun stuff. So I needed to get a new ACL so that I was able to still play, because if I went to turn without an ACL, my knee would just give out and I wouldn't be able to hold myself up. So how they did my surgery was they took my patella tendon, which is the tendon right in front of your kneecap, and they took a little sliver of it and put it in as my ligament. So that is why the recovery process is so long, because your body is teaching that tendon to be a ligament. Some people use their quad, their hamstring. Some people even use a cadaver, which is like a dead body. So they'll use like their patella tendon of a dead body or something of that sort. There's a lot of different ways to do it. My personal way that I did it though with my surgeon was my patella tendon. And when I had surgery, after surgery was rough for the first 4 days. I definitely was feeling sick with all the medicine. I had to take like 5 different pills, and it was a lot. But I got through those first 4 days, and then I started PT right away, which also was a lot. Through my PT, I started with just like lifting my leg up, trying to regain those muscles. And then about 4 months out, I was able to start running, which was an awesome feeling. And then about 5 months out, I was able to start hopping and like moving and shifting. And then 11 months out was when I was able to be cleared and to be back to playing soccer, which was super exciting. I am now 11 months later. It's been actually now 12 months playing soccer. I play for a club team at the moment, and I do plan on playing for my high school team in the spring, and it feels good. I do play with a brace, but it feels good, and I think what that injury has taught me and that I want to teach other people is that you cannot take your sport for granted, and do what you love while you can. Thank you.